these people are doing Tai Chi.
It's like playing ticker box of great arts of the world. We've just got notice that our train has been cancelled. We're off to the station to see what we do now.
Oh my God!
Good morning, travellers. We're catching a train today. If you want to get to the train station over there, then you should go down there. That saves crossing 4 tram lines, 2 bus lines, 6 lanes of traffic. Check it out.
Instead of battling tram lines, traffic and tour groups, this underground passage is a shortcut straight to the station with aircon, escalators and even a few shops to tempt the euros from your wallet.
And here we are, the train station. How easy.
Today we're taking the train to the famous city of Pisa, just west of Florence, where we'll visit the Piazza del Duomo, home to Pisa's cathedral, baptistry and its famously tilted bell tower.
Are you excited?
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing this leaning tower.
This strange and leaning tower. Nice clean train. Holds a lot of people. I bet you it's going to fill up.
The train from Florence to Pisa is a quick and easy day trip. Just over an hour west, winding through Tuscany's beautiful countryside. The rolling farmlands and vineyards feel a world away from the busy streets of Florence. It's a regional service, so no need to book ahead. Services are frequent and tickets are cheap at about €9 each way. Ours is included in our Euro pass.
Thank you, Trinitalia. Very easy journey.
Yes.
Welcome to Pisa. Piece of cake to get here. How do you find it? Yeah, just kind of follow everybody else. Of course, I'm a man, so I haven't looked on a map. But that was the first sign we've seen.
Oh, we were on the right track anyway.
Yeah. It's a fair walk. I reckon
It's pretty straightforward though.
about 1.5, 2 kilometres.
Stepping into the piazza, we're immediately confronted by one of Italy's most unusual and most iconic landmarks, the Leaning Tower of Pisa.
So not only is it a place to take stupid photos, which everybody comes here to do,
Yeah.
it was built in the 12th century and began to lean during construction. And they tried to straighten it while they were building it. In 1990, when I was here last, it got to 5.5 degrees, but they reinforced it to pull it back to 3.9 degrees. This grand tribute to the brilliance of Italian engineering. Modern day engineering saved the ancient.
Why all these people are doing Tai Chi?
This triumph of modern engineering will ensure that the ancient tower will delight generations of travelling photographers and their Tai Chi poses for a few hundred years to come.
That was well worth doing. I think Pisa would actually be worth a couple of days' stay.
Yeah.
Seems to be plenty to see around here besides the tower. It's worth coming just for the tower too.
Leaning tower,
The Leaning Tower. And take your stupid photos.
like everybody does.
Thanks, Instagram. It's about a 3-kilometre round trip walk from the station to the tower. It's very flat. There's plenty to see and do along the way and eat
And shop a little.
and shop. I'll show you one more time how to get out. Take the escalator to the shopping centre. Keep going all the way to the end and through the crazy tunnel. Do not go up the stairs. Turn left. Turn right. And go up the ramp. Easy for your luggage.
You're out.
And that's it. You're out of the station. Easy peasy. Back into the tour group. My first Italian hamburger. That is legit.
Oh yeah.
bacon, medium cooked beef. Not heavy at all. That's a legitimately good burger. 10 out of 10 for these things. Make the best chip or the best fries if you're American. Move on, Italian pub and record bar. Awesome food. Sometimes you just get sick of pizza and pasta all the time.
Oh yeah, I've done that.
Very cool.
Very good.
Somewhere different in Florence. Right in front of the cathedral. Buongiorno, travellers. So what to do on a rainy day in Florence? There's over 80 museums in Florence. We should go see one of them.
Today we'll be exploring some of Florence's museums, starting with the lesser known
History is palpable.
before entering the grand halls of Palazzo Vecchio, and finishing with one of the most famous art collections in the world, inside the Uffizi Galleries.
This is the Museo Palazzo Davanzati, €8, bargain.
The Palazzo Davanzati was once home to the Davanzati family, wealthy merchants who lived here in the 14th century, and has more staircases than seems strictly necessary.
Wow, this is a house. Crazy. Let's go up. Wow. Pre-wallpaper. They would just paint the wall.
Questa mi sono vestito la popolare.
Fascinating place.
Quelli chiudevi anzi sempre praticamente le chiedi vicini, no? Perché certe cose ovviamente c'è insieme.
Strange little rooms and alcoves everywhere. They had a system for getting things up and down between the floors. These people had a lot of money. In 1977, the top floor of the museum was set up to display lace. The amount of work that would have gone into some of these pieces is astounding. Displaying the bum cut, which was popular at the time. You can only imagine the smells and noise and the lives of the people who have lived in this place. The history is palpable. At least they could close the doors on Mary and Jesus when they wanted some privacy. Still raining. Well, it was fascinating. Always wanted to know what it looked like. And there's hardly anyone in there. Well worth doing if you find yourself on a rainy day in Florence. If you're wondering where Inta is today, she's having a quiet day. We've been pretty flat out since we got here. We've still got another month to go. So if you're liking the Italian content, hit the like button and please subscribe for more. This is the museum Palazzo Vecchio, home of the Medici family and their palace. The most powerful family in Italy at the time. Duke Cosimo Medici moved his seat of power here in 1540, establishing Medici Empire, cementing their rule over Tuscany. Let's go in. Grazie.
The enormous Hall of the 500 is the first and most imposing room in the palazzo. Built in the late 1400s to host Florence's ruling council, it became a grand stage for the Medici power and propaganda when they moved in. It shifted from council meeting to something closer to "don't argue with me." Towering frescoes and a gilded ceiling rise nearly 20 metres overhead.
I don't know which way to look. Man, when you visited this place, you knew you were somewhere powerful.
Tucked just off the hall is the Studiolo of Francesca I. This tiny windowless room is crammed with paintings, and let's just say they have a theme.
Wow, Francesca's studio. A little porn stash.
The deeper I move into the palace, the more staggering the opulence. Room after room of frescoed walls, gilded ceilings, and private balconies with unprecedented views across the city. These people had some money.
Duke Cosimo's name everywhere. Green room. The Duke eventually moved out to the Pitti Palace across the river. Apparently, he built a walkway above the ground from here across the river to the Pitti Palace, so he didn't have to walk with the people. So much history, so worth seeing. Back where we started. Wow, they were crazy rich. The largest bank in Italy at the time. So if you get sick of looking at churches, there are so many churches, you'd think Jesus was Italian. Museum hopping is definitely a good option. Just put into Google Maps museum and sort it by distance and just go. See what's nearby. A great option if you're in Florence. To finish off our rainy day excursions to galleries and museums, we go to the biggest of the best, the Uffizi, Florence's answer to the Louvre.
The Uffizi is one of the world's greatest art galleries. Situated on the banks of the Arno River, right next to the famous Ponte Vecchio, its name literally means offices, as it once served as the administrative heart of the Medici Empire.
I bought these tickets online directly from the Uffizi Gallery about a month ago. €25 a ticket. Timed entry, so tonight we're going at 7:30. We're in the door.
Today the building houses one of the most extraordinary collections of Renaissance masterpieces under a single roof. Once you're inside the Uffizi, it's room after room of jaw-dropping Renaissance masterpieces. Probably the most photographed pieces are by Botticelli. The Birth of Venus and Primavera. This place is big. There's over 1,500 works on display, and I don't think 2 hours is going to cut it. In fact, it wasn't near enough time to take all of this in.
People just randomly walk up to statues and take their photos without even looking what the statue's about. Who knows? It's like playing ticker box of great artists of the world. Da Vinci, Raphael, Michelangelo, everybody.
The sheer scale of the gallery and the sheer volume of these amazing works of art can be overwhelming. Your senses are assaulted by colour, detail, and a dizzying variety of styles from across the centuries. At the end of the gallery, something darker awaits. This final room is dedicated to Caravaggio, master of light, shadow, and bloodthirsty drama. His famous Medusa painted on a ceremonial shield, her severed head frozen mid-screen, Caravaggio is unapologetically raw and impossible to ignore. Until once again, we exit through the gift shop.
It goes on and on and on. Why would you want that poster on your wall? So many great works of art, all in one spot. Some pieces did affect me. Like the slaughter of the innocent is just horrific. This is like Instagram for the Middle Ages. So that's it for Florence. Tomorrow we're heading off to Venice. So I'll see you with Inter in the morning. Buonanotte. She's back.
I was still with the fairies this morning.
In the comments, it was just filled with.
Where's Inter today? Oh, yeah.
Used to last me for a 3-hour train trip today.
Today we're catching the high-speed train from Florence heading north to one of Italy's most famous and waterlogged cities, Venice. Hopefully.
We've just got notice that our train has been cancelled. We're off to the station to see what we do now. Oh, we have pre-booked seats. We need to book some new seats.
What number?
661. So we've only got 230 to go.
Oh my god.
Trapped in Florence.
Oh, that's over.
It's chaos in Italy today. It's now nearly 12. The 10:30 train is an hour and a half late, and we're on the 12:30 train, which has been cancelled. Will we escape Florence? Will we be staying in Florence? Stay tuned. So I got to the ticket window, but it's chaos.
Losing me.
Hold on to that thought.
If she wouldn't have said, I wouldn't have believed it.
So, as I was saying, I got to the ticket window and they said, there's a train leaving in 10 minutes. It's the 10:20 trains now departing at 12:30, which is only 10 minutes after our last scheduled train. So overall, we're only 10 minutes late. Here we are in Bologna Centrale. I've had lunch, wine, coffee, Nutella biscuit. I'm feeling amped. Better get going or I'm going to run all the way to Venice. We made it.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to Venice. Now we have a water taxi booked to take us to the hotel. Let's see if we can find it.
Very pretty, isn't it?
One step closer. We made it.
Yay!
Not very romantic, is it?
No, this is what's
Gondola in the rain.
Next up, Venice. We explore the arts and embrace the chaos.
So romantic.
Oh my lord.
As we explore this fascinating city on the water.
Bye-bye, honey.
It's crowded. It's beautiful.
And a glass floor. If your wife says, oh, Frank, it'd be so romantic staying at the Mars. Nah.
It's Venice.
Come to Venice, they said. Enjoy the beautiful weather.
And the romance.
And the romance. See, the things we do so you don't have to.